Dragon is a vintage brut. It's a blend of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir grown here on the estate. My mother is a San Franciscan, so we have a natural affinity for Lunar New Year. I mean, I'm a February baby, so as a little girl, the themes of my birthdays were either Chinese New Year's or Valentine's Day. That was pretty much it. So for us, there's a special connection. This is Iron Horse. This is my family's winery. We're in Sebastopol in Sonoma County. We're 13 miles from the coast. The ocean is very important. That's what gives us our cool weather so that we can make sparkling wine. My parents came here and found Iron Horse in 1976, so 48 years ago. This year, 2024, is our 48th vintage, which is amazing. We are all about evolution, baby steps. If we can think of one thing to do that's exciting and exhilarating and stimulating and delicious, then we're just going to go for it. And that's, again, the beauty of being a small family-owned winery, is that we can turn on a dime and enjoy ourselves in the process. One of the great things about making sparkling wine is that we can make different bubblies for different occasions, particularly the just because occasion. Our wine has been served at the White House for 38 years. Clearly, you become President of the United States. One of the first things that happens is that you develop a taste for Iron Horse. This is our second vintage of Dragon. The first vintage of Dragon was made for export to China. We're approached by a company in China who had heard about Iron Horse from being served at the White House. They wanted to try bringing in a California sparkling wine into the market, and they commissioned a Chinese cuvee. So we just loved it so much, and we felt, you know, rather than exporting to China, this is just so beautiful for Lunar New Year, and particularly San Francisco. It is very dry. It is, of course, delicious with Asian cuisine. Bubbles in general are. When you're feasting and celebrating community, which is what Lunar New Year is about, you're going to have a lot of different dishes. And one of the great things about sparkling wine is that it can really go with many different flavors. Bubbly can go with everything. I think the biggest motivation for us is fulfilling a dream. Winemaking is a craft, and so when a craftsman looks at his work and says, oh, that's nice, I did a good job here, that's a sense of pride, and so that's very fulfilling. That's not luck. That is being meticulous. That is being determined. That is focus. It's all these qualities that go into achieving what you feel is your best. We've been named Top 100 Wine by Wine and Spirits magazine for 20 years. To stay on top like that, you have to work really hard. You have to run very fast for people to perceive that you're standing still. And so we really feel strongly that we're only as good as our last vintage. Excellence for us means the quality of the wine, but also how we conduct ourselves. As employers, as community members, that's just essential. In fact, that is part of our sustainability. It is also doing the right thing at every opportunity. We make several giving wines. One of them is called Gratitude, and for that vintage, which comes out around Thanksgiving, we give $5 a bottle to the Redwood Empire Food Bank, which helps people from Sonoma County all the way to the Oregon border. Everybody who has a family business hopes that it's going to carry on. We are not shy about our aspirations. We want to be the best. And, you know, we have colleagues in Europe who have been making wine for 11, 12, 14 generations. I say, why not? And so, yes, at the turn of the next millennium, I hope that people everywhere will be toasting with Iron Horse.